So we're just talking off air here, this drill about defending set pieces against Timmy Cahill. Now, I think they've got someone on the near post here. That's obviously their standard structure, defending set pieces against. But corners against when Timmy Cahill's on the field going to the near post. Do you think you might put someone on the back post? If you don't normally, it doesn't matter. I think in games against Timmy, you've got to seriously consider. Yeah, because he's coming to the near post. That means it's not going to be a bullet header. He's not going to get a lot of power on that. He's not going to get a great header to the near post. It has to be a glancing header. And someone on the back post there saves that very simply.
Yeah, as we're seeing again, a lot of chances, Melbourne City as well. I think this is the chance that you're talking about to Diawara. So
it's good positioning here, because what happens is when your number 3 steps inside, it's that ball that is dangerous. And so what Karuska did well was just covered half and half both lines, anticipated the pass, in fact welcomed the pass.
Yeah.
And if you don't hit it perfectly, you'll strip the ball there. Now, Diawara, you just got to keep going. Jakobsen does quite well and closes quickly, which puts him in two minds. Nevertheless, he could have chipped him, he could have had a shot quickly, he could have tried to take Jakobsen. Unfortunately for Adelaide, that pass killed the whole moment.
And now we're seeing some of the more chances in that second half, and like you said, the difference between the two sides is when Adelaide had the chance to counter quickly, they didn't do it. They didn't make the most out of their opportunities. In the end, Melbourne City also had more opportunities to make it 2, 3, 4 in the half. It wasn't enough here, as we see. Adelaide again, they were pushing forward in that second half. They didn't get more problems. They were better. It was these moments where they just didn't have that clinical touch or finish.
It's a nice pass over, actually. It's a nice little run from Theriault, but Franjic defends this well, gets back in a good position, just slightly behind the ball. You watch here, this is nice, a little run off the ball, but he immediately responds, gets into the line of the ball, and it's going to take a very good pass to get past him there anyway. Fornaroli likes to go over the wall. You see here Fitzgerald positioned just in behind. I'm not sure whether he's supposed to pull the player across or whether he's just there for the rebound. If it's the latter, it's still good positioning anyway, because the keeper, particularly if that ball's coming down, the keeper drops that, you score 100%. So look, Melbourne City were better, much better in the game.
Yeah.
It's just in the second half, Adelaide improved, and Melbourne City has done enough.
This was a good counter-attack.
Yeah, it's a good counter-attack, except he really had to square that back again. The reason being is because the whole point of that counter-attack is to pull the rocker out, and then you get that back inside. That's a simple goal. And from that angle, are you going to beat Eugene? It's highly unlikely.
Yes, there could have been a lot more.
Eugene, not the result you were after tonight. Where did it all come done for Adelaide?
Yeah, I think we started well. I think, the first half, I think they were solid. They pressed pretty high and they got in good positions, had a few chances. Second half, we knew we were in it. We knew they'd tire the last 20, 30 minutes. But, they conceded a few goals in that kind of time recently. So we knew we were in it, and in the end, we didn't create too many chances to at least get something out of the game.
Devastating to see Tarek come off the way that he did. Did you manage to catch him in the dressing room at half-time?
No, he wasn't there, so I'm not sure where he is. But it's hopefully he's all right.
We also saw the news this week that you won't be with Adelaide United beyond this season. Huge, is it their loss or is it yours?
No decision's been made. Like I said, I'm contracted to the club and I'll give everything I can while I'm here, and that's the reality of it. That's a game of football. Decision's not made yet, but we'll see what happens.
You've got one more final home game of the season against the Wanderers. How important is it to finish on a good note and a strong note at that?
Yeah, it is. Hopefully, 3 points there, and we get ourselves, at least not on the bottom of the table. That's been the aim the last, 4 or 5 weeks, and we've managed to do that. But there's games in hand with Central Coast and Newcastle, so we want to start at the bottom.
Well, we wish you all the very best, Eugene. Always a pleasure to talk to you, mate.
Thank you. Cheers.
And for Melbourne City, they're in 4th spot. Depending on what happens with Raw and goal difference, if Raw lose, then they can jump into that 3rd spot.
Michael, congratulations on the win after the last 2 weeks. I'm sure it's precisely what the doctor ordered.
Yeah, it was an important game for us. We needed the 3 points, and it's not always easy playing against Adelaide. 1, they play a very similar style to us. They don't play good football, but 2, they're playing free at the moment. They've got no pressure on them whatsoever, and playing free is a different story. So we had, I think, possession and passes was probably equal. We just beat them, but I think we had very good clear-cut opportunities, and we probably had good opportunities to finish off the game a little bit earlier. But in the end, it's also a clean sheet, which is very important going into finals. And again, you see the importance of Michael Jakobsen being back, and the boys their effort was fantastic today, right till the end.
That was going to be my next question. The return of Michael Jakobsen, obviously the structure looked a lot better, defensively a lot more solid. You mentioned there the clean sheet. How much of that do you attribute to him?
Look, I've said it for some time, we've missed him for a lot of games, and he's an organiser, he's a leader at the back, he's an experienced player. That's why we brought him from overseas. And I've always said I think he's the best defender in the A-League for the games that he's played. And it's very important now that he gets another game under his belt. And today we finished off the game beautifully, and to go into the finals with an experienced defender like that will make a difference.
Brucey Kamau, he was on fire tonight, looked very good, yeah?
Yeah, he was, and it was good to see Brucey play like that, and he was really focused all week at training and playing against his old club as well. He always lives, and we thought it'd be a good opportunity for him to start, because we know he always lives against Adelaide, and he had a great game, and he probably missed a couple of good chances as well, and it was a good performance.
A couple of nervy moments though. Adelaide United looked very likely on some occasions. Any cause for concern there?
No, I think more or less, especially when they brought Eli Babal in, they were being a little bit more direct in the box, and we're not the tallest team, and we've been conceding some sloppy goals either from throw-ins or set pieces, and we've been working on this. But again, if you've got someone communicating and organising, it's a little bit easier. But of course they're going to put pressure. Once Eli Babal came in, they're a lot more direct.
You'll be eyeing off a top 4 finish for your final game, which is against Perth away from home. You haven't managed to beat them all season. How optimistic are you? Only need a point.
Yeah, it's been a strange game against Perth, because in both games we've, I think, absolutely played them off the park, to be quite frank, and we've conceded too many sloppy goals against them. But I think since then, and you saw again tonight, our rest defence is a lot better. It's a lot better. So since then we've improved on that, and we're going to play our style and go and play there to win. And we'll see what happens. Perth will be playing to finish as high as they can, and so it's going to be another final before the finals.
Mickey, well done. Congratulations on the win. We wish you all the very best in your final game next week.
Thank you. And before I let you go, can I just say hello to my son that's in hospital? And he's doing it tough, but that win is for him.
Well, he'll be very, very proud, I'm sure of that. Good on you.
Thank you very much.
Come back in, clean sheet, done very well.